Hey, my name is Reverse, and based on the title of this video, you're able to put two and two together that I turned 19 today on October 23rd, 2005. And I've been reflecting a lot over the past, couple of months about how I started the whole reverse elf thing online. And I have some thoughts, but before I get into those thoughts, I want to say two things. Well, actually, I want to say one thing before we start the main thing. So this video is not really going to be about, oh, look, I'm 19, I'm going to go, I don't know, drink or something, because drinking is for losers. I'm going to go drink coffee, because I like coffee. But, to be real, right, for a second, sorry, I'm just losing my train of thought here, I'm thinking. So, this video is more of I talk about people who you should, so it's gonna be like a mix between shout out, talking about where I've been and what I plan to do and stuff that I've been feeling. I'm gonna try and keep this short, and the game I have playing in the background, if you're wondering, is Trials 2 Second Edition, which was this game for me, even though I've only bought it a few years ago, has a insane story that I should, well, not insane, but just like kind of a story to think about. But to keep it simple, let's start with the first thing, which is the shout out. But before I start the shout out thing, I must say this: if in the past whatever years you've known me, in the past whatever however long you've known me and you're watching this, and personal, online, doesn't matter, if I've hurt you, if I've done anything to make you upset, if I made you feel whatever, I want you to forgive me, and I'm really sorry. I've kind of started having this realization over the past few years that, like, at some point, we're all gonna die at some point, right? Like, no matter how much we don't want to think about that, we're all gonna die at some point in our lives. We all will be tasting what death is like. Because every soul will taste death. That sounds a bit. So, right now, what I'm gonna do, I wanted to, before I start talking about the stuff regarding people who you should follow. What the my brain is so fried. It's 1 a.m. I'm recording this at, by the way. But I want to start things off by giving out a few shoutouts to a few people who I think have deserved it in my eyes. So the first thing I want to do is shout out some YouTubers I think you guys should go watch, and then I'm going to do some people from the streaming world, and then a few other people that, while they don't really have an online presence as much as the other people I'm about to list, I think you guys, I thank these people because they were very helpful in making a pretty difficult decision back in September. So, where do I begin? Like, YouTube, sorry. Let's start with, for the first YouTuber I want to mention, Mr. Duck Dolan, which, if you guys don't know, we were in a bit of a drama or something, like, for a year in a bit, but I was able to put our differences earlier this year, and we've basically hugged it out and apologized for our mistakes to each other and who else was involved. But I've died at this pit for like 28 times. Come on. Sorry. It's Duck Dolan. He's a Roblox YouTuber. He's currently working on some good stuff, and I think you guys should go support him. I think he has around 3.4 thousand subscribers, I believe he is on, which is like I remember when this guy was at 200 a few years ago. Like, this was the first guy I met in terms of like, online only. Like, it's crazy. Like 4 years later, the guy that I'm speaking to now was the reason I was able to speak to some of the people that are also on this list that I'll mention later. I think if I had to put, I'm gonna assign like a favorite memory I have for the YouTubers not. In terms of Duck Dolan's, like, I think my favorite memory was us playing the first, like, week we met. We played, I joined him because he was, like, playing the server. It was called 9B19, which is, like, the rip-off of 2B2T. And I was like, oh, I want to play with this guy, he seems cool. And yeah, that's how we met. We played. I remember the first night we played. I literally spent hours using baritone to get to like the the base that was like 10,000 blocks away. Which, when a server filled with hackers, it takes a while. It was a fun like time. There are other memories I can recall from that era, but it's kind of one of them. The other ones were when you used to stream to like basically no one. And then I just hop in just to say hi. And those, I think some of the archives are there. You can probably go check out for yourself when he sounded more pitched than he's. I mean, to be fair, I'm not putting on a deep voice or something. I'm just not talking loudly. No. Oh, thank God. Okay. Alright. Next person, you guys should, But yeah, Duck Dolan, Roblox YouTuber, makes pretty good stuff. Next person I want to mention, who's been a good friend of mine for the past, around the same time I met Dolan, actually, like a month or two after I met Dolan. I met It's Wither _ There used to be like someone who used to be very good at the Minecraft. If you guys play Minecraft, you'll know what I'm talking about. The God Bridge method, which is put a clip of what a God bridging looks like. It's not very easy to pull off, but he was able to do it, and that, always impressed me. I was like, whoa, I want to play with that kid. He seems cool. When I say kid, bro is like 2 years younger than me, mind you. So, yeah, he's doing a lot of he's doing like production for music and stuff, which right now I think he hasn't uploaded in a fair bit, but he's kind of lost a bit of motivation to upload at the moment, because I suggest you guys can go check out his channel. If I had to assign like a favorite memory, it's not like one singular memory, but it's like the multiple instances of us working on YouTube, like us talking about YouTube stats, or like us doing what is it called? Like Bed Wars. We would play Bed Wars from like 2021 to 2022 a lot. Oh my god, that was a brutal death. You would play this for hours, dude. It was so much fun. I enjoyed every like minute of it. I would love to play. I plan to play with him maybe, I don't know when, maybe sometime. What the I'm gonna go check out some of the stuff he works on. He does shorts and stuff on how to make certain like people's music beats or whatever you want to call them. If you want to go check him out, he's there. Someone I also want to mention, Mr. Derpy. So this guy is he recently had 500 subscribers. Congratulations to him. He's made some of the most like I think some of the most cinematic like videos I've seen in a very long time. And the quality of his videos is really, really good. Like, he literally, like, he made a video about Roblox and preparing to drunk drive, and the intro for that video, you have to go watch that intro. It is the funniest shit. You have people screaming in the background while he's drinking, and then it just cuts to him driving in Roblox. So it's a funny video. I forgot what the one came before, but he's made a lot of good videos recently. You guys need to go check out his shit. If I had to assign, I don't know what favorite memory I would have. Probably maybe similar to what I gave to Wither, where we play games for like late nights or whatever, gaming. It's like those memories that I like to reminisce about. A few other people, another person, Mr. Biggie, who well, I don't think he's uploading right now. If he does upload, he does make some really cool editing stuff. He's made some cool animation related stuff. I'd like people to check his channel. I think he's the smallest out of everyone I'm mentioning, but he makes really good shit. You guys need to check it out. Now for the Twitch streamers. Here's an interesting category. Now, if you've known me for a fair bit of time, you would know that I don't like YouTubers, alright? And for the reason why is I'm probably going to go into that its own video, because I think that video is going to require me to bring proof or whatever. God, I'm dying so badly. And someone, I think, who I met in 21 during the SMP arc, which if you don't know what SMP is, go watch Duck Dolan's video on SMP. It's an old one. But during that time, I met a streamer, a fairly small streamer at the time, named Fusion Hunter. I was like, someone recommended the stream, and I was like, I'm gonna go watch it. And then I proceeded to go watch it. I dropped a follow just because I was like, she seems nice. So then from there, I do what I do whenever I see a small streamer. I'm just like, I'm gonna drop them a follow. They are nice, and I'm gonna give them like a Twitch sub that I usually have lying around. Because I usually at this point I don't have people to sub to. So I just end up like, okay, whoever wants the Twitch sub gets it. After I dropped them a follow, I remember they were like very thankful. They were like, oh, thanks for the sub. I'm obviously saying it in like a lazy way, but like, you know, they were obviously nice about it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give them a Twitch sub, just to see what would happen. And she seemed so happy about it. I was just like, okay, I'm probably gonna watch this person more. And watch I did. That sounds like something a stalker would say. I watch this person sleep every single night. That isn't the most creepy thing you can tell someone. It's like, I watched you sleep every single hour of the day. Whatever that case is, I met the Fusion Hunter, and then they became VTuber Fusion Hunter. And it's been 3 years, which, God, like, thinking about the fact I've known these people for more than like 3 years is just ridiculous to me. It's like something I don't comprehend very well. But sorry, I'm just losing my train of thought because it's just so. Yeah, I end up, you know, so what she does right now, I remember what I was gonna say. What she does VTuber stuff, but she doesn't do it in like this style, I guess. Just wanted to get on here. I'm editing this video right now, but I'm just gonna clarify what I mean is like in the style of like how most VTubers operate, but I'll explain that when I make my video on VTubers and why they are disliked. That's sort of what I want to come out here and just say back to gaming elf, I guess. But no, they just do shit like this. She makes videos like this, or says laugh out loud moments like this.
I'm Tokyo Drifting. I'm like, I want, what's his name? It's not Stephen Hawking, the one that does skateboards. Stephen Hawking. Stephen King. Is it even Stephen? I don't know. Who has skateboards?
How do you get Stephen Hawking as a freaking skateboarder there? That's just, whatever the case is. If you want, I'm gonna say the memory part in like a minute when I mentioned the second guy, person that I want to speak about, but it was very nice individual. If you want to go drop some support, she also recently hit 2,000 followers on Twitch, and 3 years of Twitch, which is crazy to think about as well. So if you want to drop your support, by the way, for everyone I mentioned, they're gonna have their socials, their link trees, whatever. I'll link everyone's shit in the description, and if I don't, there's probably a reason why I didn't do it. Anyways, the next person I kind of want to mention, I do want to mention is Zolato. I met this guy through Fusion Hunter when he was streaming with this guy, and I was just like, this guy just sounds dead on the inside. That's just epic. I'm gonna go follow it. That's what happened. I just thought, bro, this guy just sounds dead on the inside. I want to follow him. It's just, how do you make friends with Reverso? Just find the most dead people you can. Like this guy on the screen. Whatever the case is. I ended up following him or whatever. And he seems very chill, very nice person. I've spoken to him a bit. He's a very nice person. If you want to drop your support for the guy, I would highly suggest you do. I've definitely tuned into his streams when I'm just like feeling a bit, you know, down. When I'm just like I have nothing else to do and I just see a stream like I'm gonna go say hi. And then we'll just have an interesting conversation about, I think one of the last times we had a conversation was like, talking about video games and MMOs and whatnot, which was, actually, it wasn't MMO, it was like League and stuff, it was a fun conversation. And the memory is kind of, the memory I want to give with this guy, even though I've only met him recently, the recent memory I have, that was like one of my favorites was, okay, so to give this story, this part's taking a bit, I'm gonna have to try and cut some parts out, but I'll see. But what happened was, I'd happened to be on Discord, I see Fusion Hunter, Zolotl, and, what was this, and a few other people in a call, and I was like, that's interesting. Find out it was a public call, and I was like, oh, wait, I can go say hello. But I was like so nervous. I was so nervous to go join that call. I was just like, what if they think I'm weird and they just leave and never return? And I get banned or something. I don't know, I was just incredibly nervous, obviously. So, after like 10 minutes, I was just like, okay, fuck it, like, I literally sat there staring at the call, and then I was just like, fuck it, I just joined the call, and I just quietly watched as they play, what was it? Legend of Zelda, the new Tears of the Kingdom. Obviously, I didn't just sit there quietly, I actually had a conversation. It was like a nice conversation. I don't know why I cherished that moment. It was just such a weird moment. It was just a bit weird to say that out loud, but it's just like, I can't put it into words what I'm thinking, right? Like, it's one of those things you can't really describe. It's just, I guess it's happy. I guess it's a bit like, oh, I finally got to say hello to the person with the voice. It's epic. Why do these places keep having like the most death ending? What the is happening? But yeah, that's kind of like the memory I kind of had. It was like, they were really nice to speak to, by the way. If you ever get a chance to say hello to any of those two, be sure to do so, because they are very nice people to speak to. I kind of rambled a bit. Also give like a bit of a shout out to 6 specific individuals. 3 of them do YouTube, 3 of them don't, but they were very helping in a situation that happened in September, and everyone's advice I took in some way or another, and I was able to make, some would say, pretty difficult decision, but after you talk about it to a bunch of people, you realize, right, in terms of what I'm doing, was it right or wrong? I did the right thing in my opinion. Whatever the case was, first person, I'm gonna go through like the people who have an online presence first. One is, throat's killing me. One is Spixel, actually. So, Spixel's a tech YouTuber that I met 2 years ago? Maybe 3, actually. No, 3 years ago. I met Spixel. Very nice person to speak to in real life. Yes, I met this guy in real life. I have real life friends, shut up. Yeah, no, I spoke with him. He's a very, very nice person to speak to, and he was very good on giving advice when I was dealing with this. Well, it wasn't a problem at the time, but it was after listening to everyone's advice, I took his advice as well, and, you know, was able to come to a conclusive decision on what to do. He does a lot of good tech related content. If you want to go subscribe, I put his shit in the description as well. I put his links in the description, so go check him out as well. And the next person I want to give a quick shout out to is Sunziku, who's been my friend for like 6 6 years now. Fuck, what? It's just crazy to think now, but 6 years ago I met this guy. And now, right now, and obviously he was helping me through that situation as well. But with his advice and a few other people's advice, I was able to, come with a conclusive decision. I keep repeating the same shit, I'm sorry guys, but he does YouTube. He's recently blown up from doing a Sonic in the Mike Upper universe, which is pretty funny, and I'm even featured in one of the videos if you want to go watch the one I'm in, which is just me being like, I think I was just really depressed or something when that was recorded. Shit, I died at the end! But yeah, if you want to go drop your support, again, everyone's links are in the description. And the final guy, Witness My Superior Intellect. Oh my, this guy has been a lifesaver for me. Like, this guy is like a nerd. He's intelligent, bro. He is intelligent in what he studies, and I thank him so much for sticking with my bullshit for the past 4 years. Actually 5 if I include 2019, but see, I know it's 5. He's actually the reason why I know Duck Dolan and most of these people, apart from Sunziku and a few other people. But yeah, Duck Dolan's kind of the reason why I know some of these people. Well, not everyone, obviously. I want to go subscribe. He's done like some weird paranormal investigations or something, but it's pretty fun stuff. He makes I think the last one was about how SpongeBob was was it Mr. Krabs and the chum or something, like the Krabby Patty formula has a chum or something, and how he might be connected to some it's a funny video. You can go watch it if you would like. And the 3 other people, well, they don't have I'm not going to mention the third one. You know who you are. Obviously obviously due to some reasons I can't say their name, but you know who you are. And the other 2 are 149 Imperfecta on Twitter and Karma ML. God, those 2 in all of these 6 people were able to help me so much in this situation. Like, them dealing with what I was going through, dude, was so rough. But with all their help, I was able to get like within a good decision mentally to try and fix the situation I was stuck in. I thank everyone on the list that I just mentioned. I know I've kind of been rambling a bit, and I know it's supposed to go over updates, well, which I will in a second, but I genuinely cannot thank these people enough, because some of these people I would not have known without each other. It's kind of like one connection to one connection, one to like connection, whatever, right? And I'm thankful for, Duck Dolan, Wither, Derby, Fusion Hunters, Lotto, even though I've known him for a short time. And Witness My Superior Intellect, Sunziku, Spixel, and Imperfecta, and Karma, and Biggie, and another guy I didn't mention, because he doesn't have much of a social media presence. His name's Tyran. That guy is so nice to speak to, dude. He's so fucking nice to speak to. And he was also able to help me with some stuff as well. He's such a nice person, dude. I would highly suggest follow his Twitter. I think he has a Twitter, or he's logged it, I'm not sure, but whatever the case is, dude, like, please support all these people. They are wonderful people. And for the people I haven't mentioned their social media presence because they probably don't have one. I'm sorry. Whatever the case is, right? These people played an integral role in some way or another, and I'm very thankful to have met most of these people. Sorry, it was just in my thoughts, so I'm very thankful for all these people. Once again, please show some love to these people. I know my online presence right now is small, but I will try my best to have everyone that's been very supportive with me over the past years be like worth, like, go support all these people, please. don't support me. I'm gonna make shit content. Again, for the YouTubers, it's Duck Dolan, it's Wither, Dirt, and Derpy, and Biggie. For the Twitch streamers, it's Fusion Hunter and Zelato. And for the others, it's Tyran, Spixel, then it's Witness MSI, Sunziku, 149 Imperfecta, Karma underscore ML, and Probation Officer number 6. That'd be pretty funny if I just labeled them as Probation Officer number 6, but they know who I'm talking about. Hello. Anyways. To quickly provide an update on what's gonna happen, if I'm uploading this on reverse elf underscore, what this means is that this channel, I'm gonna use it for videos where it talks about like serious topics that maybe I was thinking about, maybe late night recordings, you know what I mean, shit like that, and maybe some gaming videos here and there. God, sorry, it's just. And for the old reverse elf channel, I think I'm gonna repurpose that so that I make like videos. Editor elf here for like the last time. Just to let you know, basically the main channel is gonna be long form videos of whatever I find interesting, topics that I might find interesting, whatever the case may be. And then reverse elf underscore will just be where I want to post videos like this one that you're listening to, where it's like calm gaming moments or whatever of games that I've played that I want to show everyone, or it's gonna be videos of me just playing games normally. It doesn't matter. Whatever I decide, it's like whatever I decide with it. Again, please show the love to everyone I mentioned. They highly deserve it, as I'm about to say it again in the recording. Good night. It's 3:23 a.m. I've been working on this for 2.5 hours because I'm too scared to send it out during the day, so I'm gonna send it out at night. I mean, that's all I wanted to say for now. Again, please, I am begging you guys to go support the people I've mentioned in the video, because they've put in a lot of work. Some of them put in a lot of work to get to where they are. Not some of them, every single person, whether they realize or not, has put a lot of work into to get to the point where they are. I mean, that's how they're hitting their milestones. They're hitting 2,000 followers, 500 followers, 500 subscribers, 3,000 subscribers. Doesn't fucking matter. They have put in effort, and they deserve all of their success. Thanks for watching, and may... Sorry, just 1 second. Let me drink some water. Yes, thanks guys for watching, and you can subscribe if you want to. I'm not gonna put you at gunpoint to subscribe. Subscribe if you want to, share the video if you want to, like if you want to. And may God bless you all.